Alright, you guys, what's going on? I'm going to go over an AMD trade today that I took really light. It was really confusing at the market open, especially with earnings coming up. We do have big major earnings on this week, so I would literally just trade really light. I don't like trading during this big earnings that are coming up, especially since it's the end of the month, right? So today's Tuesday, and then tomorrow we got FOMC, which is Wednesday, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be choppy again, or the price action is going to be a little off. So during those days, I don't like going aggressive in my trades. Just keep it light, keep it simple. And I'm just going to go over this AMD recap on how I found this level and how I was able to hold all the way to that rejection, right? Obviously, I didn't hold it because it was the end of the market, but I'm going to show you what I see, especially on the bigger time frame. So first off, let me take this all off, and I'm going to go back in time so you guys can notice where I got these levels and how I know it was going to bounce. How do you know it's not going to drop? So first thing first, just to go back to a certain time where, let's say this day, the market was pumping, AMD pumped up, right? You can see that if you know what wicks are at, this wick here on the 4 hour means a lot of buyers are coming in, right? You could actually see that around this section, it dropped down, correct? This whole section, if you put it where their candle open, right there, it's rejecting exactly from the past times on the 4 hour. So what I want to do here is that and I know that this candle is aggressive, a lot of buyers came in, I actually just get the bottom of the wick, and I will do that as my area of demand, right? So then now that's looking at this time frame, right? At this time frame, the 4 hour, and also looking at this date, which is January 23rd. January 23rd, we're in January 31st. Just really quick. So then now we have that level. We want to see where else is the market. Look, it's crazy how this ended up adding up to everything in the past, right? Look. Okay. Just really quick. I don't go back all the way too crazy. So now I want to do the same thing here, right? What do you see in between this wick and this, right? Sellers started coming in where the wicks are at, and then you see exactly where the candle closed. I'm looking at this candle. Look at this drop. So then what I will do there is obviously put a resistance on the 4 hour, and you can see how AMD was dropping, pumping up again. So I wouldn't get or be interested in puts until it hits below here. That's 70.30, right? So now look, we're back in that range. What can we get? Obviously here at the supply, a rejection, right? It already happened a bunch of times before, and now we came back in range after a certain amount of dates. It took us, let's see how long did it take. I'm gonna show you guys the range, the price range. It took, oh, this is the price, my bad, sorry about that, you guys. Let's see, I'm trying to find the date range. Date range from when it broke down all the way to where it broke out. That took 45 days, right? Almost a month and a half to break out again and come back inside this range. So what do you expect? All right, so now what you're expecting is that, okay, once we hit that 77.4, you do want to wait for a rejection candle, right? Not just because you think it's there. No, you want a rejection candle. First off, right there you can see it's rejecting that level, and then you start seeing a bear flag. You could, if you don't see no bear flag, you can start doing this, right? Do the trend. Once it breaks trends, it drops back down. Once you know that it's coming back here, you could also see a hammer forming. Buyers are starting to settle here, right? And that's what brought the price back up. Okay, same thing again. Buyers were coming in, bullish engulfing, brought the price back up on the 4 hour time frame. That's just waiting for the 4 hour, okay? And then the same thing, you can find it when you drop the trend line. See, so first one was here, it dropped, stopped here, and it came back down. Or also you could take this again, you see, just by using trend lines. Super simple. So this is how I caught that AMD. So now we go back, let's see what's going on here. This is not today. I'm gonna just show you guys how I got that level, and I'm gonna fast forward. Let's fast forward to today so you can see how that price reacted. See that? Okay, so now this is today. Today at the watch list, I added AMD exact trend line like this. See that? Break above this level, we could get in for calls and swing it all the way to the market, the breakout, right, which is 75. So what I start doing here is go to the 1 hour. This is where I get my level breakouts. Go to the 1 hour, and if I want to scalp, the first thing that I want to do is see how price is reacting at the end of the day before, right? The day before, you notice that it was bouncing off here. Let me just take off this trend line so you can see what I'm talking about. It dropped, right? Candles are coming in. Candles are coming in. So that means around this section is where buyers are setting up, right? Then from there on, you can see that even on pre-market, that level was corresponding to that, right? Right around here. Let's say I'll do my levels during pre-market, so you can see this. So what I did is that I was waiting for that 72.78, 73.68, and then that 75 all the way back to 77.44. So look at that break, right? We already see demand is coming in, buyers are setting up already, so I do want that breakout at 72.74. If not, don't rush it, because look, you already saw what happens when it breaks that demand, right? Look what it does. It flushes back down to where do buyers start setting up again? Around here, right? All the way 63.12. So you could take, you know that you'll have a downtrend and come back down to 63.12. So what I did is that, okay, you know what? I see it bullish because of demand. SPY was bouncing back up. Our market was going to the upside. So there you go. Calls above this, puts below all the way 70.04, because I could take it all the way back to 63.15. This for small accounts. As you notice that I'm using 4 hours and 1 hour. I have a video about this, so I'm just trying to go over it because a lot of people are getting confused on this. So what I do is that you could trade off the 5-minute or the 15-minute. I really recommend people to start using the 15-minute, especially if you're a new trader, to kind of see what's going on. You see I just fixed this? I'm fixing it. That's all I'm doing. I'm not even moving it. It's crazy. Fixing it, more touches. I have a video about this also. So then now, let's see what happens. Right at the market open, right? Go to the 15-minute time frame. Like I said, 15-minute time frame. I'm giving you guys enough space. That 72.74 is literally $1 away. So you have enough space in between these ranges to get in on the 15-minute time frame. That's why I love using the 4 hour for using the bigger levels, and then the 1 hour to chart my entries. These obviously I don't take profits, as long as if I see the price action is looking good and the market is giving me what I want, then I will hold. But this is just in case it does break out, you know, like it breaks up to the upside, the market opens, and then all you want to do is hold this area 72.75, come back up and do this. Obviously not going to do that exactly, but that's what you want. If it comes back up here and it breaks, you want it to hold this area and then make calls. You get me? Look at all that. You gotta wait for all this. If it comes here and it comes back down here, you can still take it. You could buy at the bottom, breaks this level, and then now you still have this to make sure it holds. And then from there on, if you start seeing that it comes halfway and it goes back up, that means it's strong. But on the other hand, if this goes up here and then you see this and then you see it's still going down, all you want is wait for this level. You see 71.81, and then come test it. And from here on out, you could do the same thing that we're doing up to the upside, right? See, so for me, I would not do all of that because I have a more potential side to go up because of the demand area, right? So I would just rather let this drop all the way down and do this, and just take and swing. On a small account, you'll make more profits than day trading. So now on the 15-minute, let's see, right? We'll fast forward. We're trying not to go too fast. See, there you go. Okay, so market had opened, and you can see how it's holding up that 72.74. So the first thing I did was that once it came back up, I saw this green, right? Okay, nice. But look how close we are to that 73.68. I wanted the next candle to show me if it's gonna hold that 72.74. What happened? It came back down, held that position, so I wouldn't get puts because it's not below it. So after that, I waited again for the 15-minute candle, and I saw that it was holding. So what did I do? I got calls once I saw this again because it held that position, and we go back up to 73.30, and I have my risk to reward will actually be way better. Especially this is like I said, this is the 15-minute candles. So I have this, right? My stop loss will be below this candle here because of the power movement that it gave out. So now look, okay. So what happened? SPY to AMD gave you that candle, and next one became green. Now this green one, you gotta wait for the open, and look what happened again. Held that position, and then now if you want, you could trim right around here. You feel like taking profits, you already entered from 315 to 74.43, but so far I will still hold it because we can still see it go to 76.76. And now you just stop profit. If you want to hold all your profits, guess what? You could put it right there, and now you have another entry. Look at that. See, you guys, that's how smooth this AMD was. And AMD is really good for small accounts. I'm not trying to make this video too long, but yeah, that's my levels, how I get them, and why it's good to trade on the 15-minute, and why it's better to hold. And I'll look at AMD, what's it doing, right? What did it do? Even though we had earnings today, look, came back and is retesting. So what could happen? So far, this is creating. Now you wanted to hold at 75.94, and then you get your calls again. But if you want to wait longer, then just know that once it breaks that 79.13, we go to the 4 hour. Look, we go to the 4 hour, right? We want to see what the hell's going on. You have another level here, all the way to 78. I mean 85, 83. 85, my bad, 85. You see that? And I could do the same thing. Same thing that came in. Put your resistance here. And there you go. Sorry, levels, you see, for AMD. So if it breaks this consolidation, it does match. Usually for you to get the measurement without looking back in time, what I do is that I get the measurement from this consolidation area, from the top to the bottom, right? And then I break it back to the top. Just get the range, literally get the range, look. So you won't be saying that I'm fucking around. Get the range and put it there. Right where it wants to break out. And then 77.44. Alright, you guys, take care. That's my AMD recap. And hopefully you guys learn from this and what I think about and what levels do I use. I'm going to keep doing this so you guys could learn. And just join my Discord. It's only $30, and I'm going to go through. I always go through all the charts, talk about anything I can. And I really don't like giving out classes. I feel like it's way easier for me to do live and actually just show people how to trade, which is a 30 monthly cost. And I do trade small accounts. I trade both accounts, small and big. I have two computers, so I'm logged in both. So usually for small accounts, I go 1 or 2 to 3 contracts. Mostly like swinging, or if not, I'll get 2 weeks out of the contracts. And those bigger account obviously is more day trading, which I have more money on it, so I'm able to allow to get in and out and scalp so quick. Alright, you guys, take care. Have a good one. Stay safe tomorrow. Powell's talking, and see you guys later.